to see, where I'm at, just going full speed at things. I feel like really, really good. So, just as far as the repetition and just getting familiar with the game. So I don't know yet, but the more that I practice, we got a break. I'm going to stay here and, continue to work and just, try to make it at least the first game.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk. Right back. Like I never left. What's going on with y'all, man? Listen, y'all already know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is final roster cut down day. The rest of the players will be released. Today, the Cowboys released a couple players, and we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Trevon Diggs and Tyler Guyton. But before I get to that, do me the biggest favor, man. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all got me under 500 away from 33,000, and I appreciate y'all support, man. Y'all been running it up lately. I think I got like 60, 70 subs in the last day or so. So please hit the sub button if you're new here and you like the content. Now, let's talk about these players that were released today. Cowboys been doing a little bit of housekeeping, releasing some players. I want to wish those players nothing but luck. Appreciate what y'all have done for the Cowboys, but it's a tough business, and this is one of those things that's a part of it. Now, shout out to John Machota. I got this list from him. The Cowboys have released today, well, of course, well, so far, Lyle Collins the other day, offensive guard Nick Broker, defensive tackle Denzel Jackson, wide receiver Josh Kelly, tight end Tyler Neville, cornerback Troy Pride, tight end John Stevens. I like John Stevens too. Cornerback Christian Matthew. Now, those type of releases are kind of to be expected. Nothing too surprising. Players that we knew probably weren't going to make it. I feel like Lyle Collins is going to come back to the practice squad. John Stevens is going to come back to the practice squad. Players like that, I believe. But something that stood out to me today: Phil Maffa, Peyton Turner, Ernest Brown were in attendance but not participating. Now, I don't think anyone's being traded because, as we found out a little bit later, Phil Maffa has a shoulder injury. Now, listen, I ain't gonna call foul play, but I know every year around this time, somebody that the Cowboys like that they don't want to lose kind of comes up lame. I don't know if they hit their toe. I don't know if they bump into the wall and my shoulders crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Phil Maffa, who didn't get hurt in the game that I know all of a sudden has a shoulder injury. And you know how you make it real? It's that same shoulder he came out of Clemson with. Ain't it funny how those things flare up right before cut down day? Anyway, it allows the Cowboys to stash him on IR with designation to return anytime during the year. It's a way you can stash your player. It's an extra roster spot. He don't have to be active on the 53. He don't have to be there the first day. If we really need him for an emergency, boom, Phil Maffa, unwrap the package and put him on the field. We're probably going to do that with him, with Jonathan Mingo, etc. We'll see how that works out. That hasn't been announced yet, but that's what happened with Phil Maffa. The other two, I think Peyton Turner might be gone and Ernest Brown, they might be gone. But we will see how that works out. The roster games are beginning. The Cowboys are very good at this, stashing players and bringing them back when we need them. I'll give them that. They ain't good at much, at least the front office, but they're good at that. Now, let's talk about Tyler Guyton. Yeah, we'll talk about Trevon Diggs in a moment. That's the one I know y'all want to hear about. But Tyler Guyton's one too. Tyler Guyton today pretty much hinting at being back for the Philly game. Now let's act like this ain't a thing. Before I play this clip, media training exists. They talk to the players. Hey, don't give up. What's going on? Are you playing? We don't need Philadelphia game planning because they are paying attention. They're watching all of the content creators, all of the news, all of the clips, the reporters, etc. So they're tapped in. And Tyler Guyton and you know what I'm saying, he doesn't want to give up if he's playing. But listen to what he said.
What's been coming along as far as progress-wise? Are you on track for week one, or where you guys at with that?
We're going to keep monitoring it, but I'm going to leave that up to the training staff.
You're at a point where you have to see how you feel the next day after you push it, see how it responds, or do you know it's going to respond good now?
It's a little bit of both. It's right in the middle, I would say.
You obviously did a lot of stretching, and then you changed your diet in the offseason too. When you have an injury like that, I mean, where it could have been an ACL, could have been something like that, did maybe the stretching and the diet maybe help a lot with that?
I think so, bro, because, I I like to think that I'm pretty flexible, and I try to credit that to, the work that I've done, trying to make my body more agile and things like that. So I would say that it probably helped a lot.
One thing that stood out when we were out in Oxnard is even though you weren't able to physically participate, you were on the sideline kind of going through mental reps during the OL drills and things like that. Just talk about the importance of being able to stay engaged and why you try so hard to stay engaged.
There's a choice, bro. I mean, there's a choice. When you get injured, especially for an extended period of time, you can either, have one foot in or one foot out. And I chose to be all the way in with my team and go through every rep like I was playing and be in every meeting like I'm, going out there to practice the next day, because at the end of the day, the team cohesion builds off of like guys being there and being present. So I wasn't gonna miss a day, like, you know what I mean?
So I like the focus in Tyler Guyton's eyes. Tyler's locked in. He ready to come back. I'm sure if they said you can play, he would play. You know what I'm saying? He was out there practicing today. That's all I needed to see. Remember, this is the form of the practice where you get to see the very beginning, and then they tell the media, all right, now, y'all can dip. I think Tyler Guyton, if Tyler Guyton wasn't going to play, this is my thing, they wouldn't be ramping him up. No, they won't be ramping him up. And it's a testament to his work ethic. I don't think Tyler Guyton last year would have made it back. I think Tyler Guyton this year is a lot more focused and he wants to be great. So that's a testament to him getting back ready and being able to get on the field. Now, we're going to see what happens in the next week or so. We got 10 days. 10 days from the day is when we play the game. I think that's plenty of time. It's like a bye week with less physicality. But I think that Tyler Guyton will be fine. I think that they're ramping him up. I think he will play. I think that's part of the excitement the Cowboys will announce right before the game. And it's cool, man. Look forward to that, man. It's good to get our starting left tackle back. Whether y'all like him or hate him or whatever y'all want to do, we need our starting left tackle. Nathan Thomas was serviceable at best, but we drafted Tyler Guyton in the first round, and we need him to work out because we know what's going on with our other first-round pick, and I'm not trying to spark no anger in the comments. But look, if you like that Tyler Guyton is back, please put in the comments. I'm happy that TG is back and out there getting this thing going. Now, although I'm excited about Tyler Guyton because left tackle is a very important position, I am super excited about Trevon Diggs because Trevon Diggs is different. The way the fan base turned on him and the organization seemed to turn on him, I've become a bigger fan. I am such a big fan of like underdogs and people that get doubted. And that's why I love Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I love the Cowboys. Super doubted. But Trevon Diggs is officially activated as of Patrick Nosey Walker indicated earlier. But he did come out and talk to the media as well. He practiced today and said there was no limitations and he ready to go. And they asked him the same thing about will he be back for Philly. And I'll play that. You know what? How about y'all listen to Diggs and then we'll discuss with Diggs.
Team and, practice with my brother. So, that felt really good.
What do you feel the odds are that you take the field against the Eagles in Philly?
I think I need a couple more practices to see, where I'm at, just going full speed at things. I feel like really, really good. So, just as far as the repetition and just getting back familiar with the game. So I don't know yet, but the more I practice, we got a break. I'm going to stay here and, continue to work and just, try to make it at least the first game.
How comfortable are you in Matt Eberflus's scheme, new system this year?
Real comfortable. I like it a lot. Putting me in a lot of positions to make plays. It's a really good system, and I like it a lot.
What is the biggest challenge in terms of getting your body ready for an actual game?
The conditioning, mainly. It's different, just, working out with yourself and then having to cover someone, chase someone, run after the ball. Just that I feel like that's the main thing. So in practice, I make sure that I'm always running to the ball, always running, doing extra gases, doing everything I can just to be physically conditioned for, the game and stuff.
Consider yourself a fast healer because it was always projected you would come back a little bit later and you come back a little earlier than people thought.
I feel like, you put in the work, you're going to get out what you put in. So, I think that I put in the work for it and just being able to, have the opportunity to even come back, just a blessing from God. And, I'm just truly thankful just him watching over me and, getting me back.
Can you compare where you are coming back from the ACL as compared to coming back to this? At this point going into a season, is it similar or different?
Yeah, similar. Like with my ACL, I felt comfortable too going into the season as well. So, I just feel like, the work that I put in this time was a little bit more, and it felt better.
So everything's been said about your rehab and recovery and how you approach things. You feel you proved people wrong?
I think it was more so just proving myself that I can get back out there. I really don't think that it's about anybody else. At the end of the day, I got to go out there and perform. I got to go out there and make sure that I'm available, to perform. Just put in the work, keep my head down, and people gonna have their opinion regardless. So whether it's good or bad, you can't always listen to the outside noise and just really just focus on you and focus on what you need to do every day to be successful.
Love to hear it. Now, listen, this is the thing that I'm noticing about Diggs. Remember Diggs arguing with the reporter last year? Hate to bring up negative stuff, but, the whole D's situation and all that. He seems so much more calculated. He realizes that, there might not be friends all over the Cowboys organization, So he's being very, very mindful of what he says, how he says it. He's focused. Now, whether Diggs is playing with a chip on his shoulder to prove the organization wrong, the fans wrong, or just prove to himself that he's still one of the best cornerbacks in the league, I believe he is. I know a lot of y'all don't, and that's fine. That's fine. Y'all think he bad, but y'all be out here rooting for it. Now we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna do that today. All I'll say is this: I'm happy that Diggs is back. I hope he proves all of y'all wrong that was doubting him, saying he couldn't be back, saying he wasn't focused. I can see in his eyes, it ain't nothing like a player that got a chip on their shoulder and a chance to go prove people wrong. It's different. There's the celebration, there's the rise, and then there's the you trash, and then the special ones get locked in and say, oh, really? Because there's always ups and downs in athletic career, but I think Diggs has a chance to come back reinstate. Remember, Trevon Diggs is 26 years old, y'all. And y'all trying to bury the young man. He's 26. I know he came off injuries and it's been a bad 2 years. I know. But let's not forget. Let's not forget who that man is. At one point, Diggs was him. Whenever we started to name Cowboys great players on this team, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, that's how it would go. And I know since then we've added some other players. I know George Pickens is in that conversation, Tyler Smith, etc. But I think Overshown. I think Diggs is back to reestablish himself as, hey, I'm a pillar on this Cowboys team. But he got to go do it. I got faith he's going to do it, but he got to go do it. But it's good, though. It's good to get 2 definitive yeses. We'll be back. Now, I know y'all going to be like, they ain't say he's coming back. Listen here. You go find a team that just gives up the athletic, I want to say gamesmanship, just says stuff like, we're not going to announce it quite yet. We're going to let the anticipation build. But I'm telling you right now, Diggs wouldn't have been practicing and Guyton wouldn't have been practicing. And this is why I'm telling you they're going to start. Check this out. Because those reps that should be going to Nathan Thomas, who probably gets some reps, Tyler Guyton is out there taking them, getting ready. Y'all think y'all got they don't have Booth running out there? Trevon Diggs at 60% is better than Booth. We getting healthy at the right time. The Cowboys are getting healthy at the right time. Say it out loud. But look, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about those 2 things. Let me know how y'all feel about Maffa being stashed. It's back to that time of year where we got real news, not manufactured news, not fake news, real Cowboys news to sink our teeth in. And I'm excited about it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button because it ain't about to slow down. It's only about to go up. I holla.